What's up, guys? It is Dan and Nick back with another episode of F1 2021 Co-op Career Mode in the McLaren and the Red Bull, and we've come to the home of the Red Bull team. It is, of course, the Red Bull Ring, and they will be hoping to get a fantastic result for the team here. Of course, Lando Norris shouldn't have too much of a trouble because he is absolutely dominating this season, but Radiant Slothz has got his work cut out for him. And as always, don't forget to like the video, hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you know when the next race has been uploaded in this season. It's been a good one so far. And on the front row of today's grid, we have Lando Norris and Lewis Hamilton. The two Brits will race each other down into turn one. Lando Norris will undoubtedly make short work of Lewis Hamilton here, though. They're followed by Charles Leclerc and Guan Yu Zhou. Then Robert Schwartzman and Max Verstappen. Then it's the other McLaren of Justin Freshpot and Esteban Ocon. Then Radiant Slothz and Yuki Tsunoda round out the top 10. Behind them, Nicholas Latifi and Sergio Perez, George Russell, Pierre Gasly, Christian Lundgaard, Antonio Giovinazzi, Valtteri Bottas, Lance Stroll. And on the back row, once again, it's Mick Schumacher and Nikita Mazepin. And with that all underway, let's get on with today's race.
The Austrian Grand Prix, Robert Schwartzman with an incredible P5, all eyes on him. I think he jumped the start.
For those of you wondering
He's got
why,
an incredible jump.
For those of you wondering why this is not upside down, it's because it's the Austrian Grand Prix, not the Australian Grand Prix.
Slight track extend there.
Justin Freshpot.
Robert Schwartzman up to second is the news of the day.
Unbelievable.
Radiant Slothz is probably about to have a crash.
He's fighting his way up the field. He's got
There's
Max
a Williams
Verstappen there.
in fifth, who's bounced over the curb. Radiant Sloth's track extends.
Very slightly.
Robert Schwartzman still in second.
This is Justin Freshpot. He got past Hamilton. He's defending at the end of the DRS straight. He does stay ahead. Radiant Slothz ahead of Verstappen. Just. They're both human drivers into the top 5 after a poor qualified, it has to be said. Not sure what happened to both of them. On board with Radiant Slothz now down the pit straight. They're going to get DRS for the first time.
We know Hamilton won't win a race.
Hamilton's guaranteed to not win a race this season. So this overtake is pretty much going to happen. Up the inside, going to go into the outside for the hairpin. He's going to hook it round. He extends the track slightly.
Extends massively.
He does not allow Lewis Hamilton to get behind him so that he doesn't get a penalty, but gets him on the DRS straight. Nice and easy.
Now Justin Freshpot ahead, potentially being held up by Robert Schwartzman with an incredible P2, but he has lost almost 3 seconds to Norris. Justin Freshpot really needs to get past. He's gone with a late move.
Was it team orders? It's team orders. It's cost Robert Schwartzman. Radiant Slothz is alongside as well. He's screwed up massively. Once again, the Russian driver
has been screwed out of a podium finish. He is not happy with that McLaren team. Will he continue driving there for the rest of the season after that?
It's been reported that McLaren are really beginning to question whether or not Robert Schwartzman was a good idea for this season. So far, he's only delivered 1 podium in a car which should be at least on the podium every single race. As we come round the final few corners, Radiant Slothz chasing his former teammate Justin Freshpot once again. It's deja vu.
A queue forming behind Justin Freshpot, but
Lewis Hamilton
tries to push Lewis Hamilton into the pit wall. They're going side by side for turn 1.
Robert Schwartzman
I think
stays
Schwartzman's
ahead.
come out ahead. Radiant Slothz on the other McLaren.
Oh, he's been pushed onto the grass. Will Justin Freshpot get him on the brakes? He does. Massive lock up. Pushes
but he
Radiant
gets a
Slothz
much
off.
better exit.
And this is the on board on Radiant Slothz going past. Just to give him enough room.
The grass because he's not paying attention, probably using his phone while driving. He runs wide, the McLaren gave him plenty of room, and the superior traction in that McLaren blasts him away. But Radiant Slothz has got back up.
On board now. Let's see what he can do into the first corner. He's much closer now. Let's follow in.
McLaren, no DRS. Maybe using overtake, we don't know. He's going for the same move again. The McLaren back up the inside.
No lock up this time.
Stays
Both
ahead.
drivers stay on the track, but Radiant Slothz gets the inside. But
He
Justin
drives
Freshshot
onto the grass again.
Justin Freshshot was behind at the DRS line. He gets DRS and it saves him in this battle.
You have to say
Slothz
that's tactical from the McLaren there, dropping back to get DRS. What a driver.
on board with Radiant Slothz again for this move. Much easier to get past this
Down
time.
the outside, the DRS line somewhere around there.
There it is.
The McLaren's behind, so he gets the DRS, but he's ahead.
He tries to get the cut back. Oh, there's a wheel bang there. Justin Freshpot moving across illegally.
A gust of wind hit the McLaren as the DRS opened, unsettling the car and moving it across. Radiant Slothz almost turns into Alex Albon around the outside there.
This is Justin Freshpot's perspective. We'll see what he did. He's definitely turning to the left from the left-hand corner.
As you would.
Just behind
Up the
Radiant Slothz
inside,
at the DRS
clips
line.
the apex perfectly.
There's the wheel moving to the right.
These mirrors in Formula 1 famously bad. He probably didn't know the Red Bull was there. And he holds the position.
Down into heavy. Squeezes Radiant Slothz out. And now...
A track extend there from the Red Bull. So he gets DRS again.
in pursuit. Lando Norris now 5.5 seconds up the road. Hopefully a safety car will come out, which will help close that gap down. Radiant Slothz now moves to the
Radiant
inside.
Slothz for the third time, looking for the same move. The McLaren goes into the slipstream. Will he outbrake him?
He still leaves the door
Yes.
open. And up behind Robert
Third time
Schwartzman
we've seen
getting
that. Robert
close.
Schwartzman, he wants his podium place back. He was screwed out of it.
On board.
Much further behind now for the Red Bull. The McLaren again getting DRS.
Radiant Sloth's becoming very frustrated. He'll be saying nasty things about Justin Freshpot in that helmet. This is his onboard. A massive track extend for Justin Freshpot we didn't pick up on just now. Moves across again. He hits the Red Bull.
Throws his hand up in frustration at the fact that the McLaren keeps dive bombing him into the same corner.
That lock up there, that cost him. There's still another 10 laps to go of this. This could carry on for quite some time.
You have to say that McLaren is good on the brakes, so this is going to be difficult for the Red Bull. Maybe he'll have to try a strategy to get ahead.
We come down now. Oh, it looks as though Justin Freshpot's gone wide. He's pushing Radiant Slothz onto the grass. Oh, and there's going to be problems here. Radiant Slothz having contact.
Oh,
They
he's
hit
hit
each
the
other.
McLaren.
Oh, Robert Schwartzman.
Robert Schwartzman with a huge collision.
He has just ended his McLaren contract in complete style there. They will not be continuing the drive with him after this race. Unbelievable
Justin
scenes.
Freshpot runs wide here. He moves across. He gives a car's width between Radiant Slothz and the barrier.
And there's just no room there. Those two drivers, there's Robert Schwartzman. This is on board with
Comes in hot.
Schwartzman, watching the action unfold. Unbelievable. Let's see if he even tries to slow down. No attempt to slow down. Dangerous driver.
He does
There
not want
he
to be
is.
in that
Oh,
McLaren
there's the
anymore.
accident.
It's a huge
Box,
pile.
box.
Justin
Freshpot
Freshpot goes through the AlphaTauri to go into the pit lane.
Takes advantage of the mayhem to get into the pits. He's got no front wing after that collision. The safety car's coming out. Everyone is boxing except for that Alfa Romeo.
Oh my lord, unbelievable. Since the front wing reappears as it's removed from the car. And then
And
the
he's
Aston
blocked.
Martin's
He's
holding him
blocked
up.
by the Aston Martin.
He can't go anywhere.
Unbelievable.
Antonio Giovinazzi had gone, but the Aston Martin garage did not allow Stroll into the box. That's
He's
an
cut up by
unsafe
the
release.
Ascot.
Mick
This
Schumacher.
race going from bad to worse for Justin Freshpot.
He's sitting at the
Unbelievable what he's
back of
having to
them.
deal with. He had an unfortunate collision with a Red Bull in a corner where you're going to have a crash.
Box.
As Radiant Slothz now comes in, will he get held up?
Massive cut of the corner there.
That's the corner for some reason. He's really racing her into the pit lane.
Lewis
Yellow
Hamilton.
flags waving in the pit lane.
Hamilton and Leclerc, for some reason, have decided to stay out. Radiant Slothz now being serviced. Is there any damage? No, no damage.
Slight hold there maybe for the, I believe, Alpine. As he comes out of the pit lane. Where will he rejoin?
Few cars going past. Looks like Perez has gone through. I'm not sure where Ocon is. Alcon's far
Justin
enough back.
Freshpot here has lost a massive amount of time to Radiant Sloths.
At the restart now, Christian Lundgaard up to 10th place. A good race for him so far.
It's much sunnier at the restart than it was before, but this is the same race. Radiant Sloths looking for a move on Perez.
Very close. He's tailgating in his white van. He goes to the inside for the same move he's tried on Justin Freshpot. Will he be successful this time? Perez not giving in.
And Perez did not give him as much room as Justin Freshpot was. Maybe that caught off Radiant Sloths. Justin Freshpot goes up the inside of the other Alpine. He's squeezed massively, but it looks like he's got in position.
Now he chases down Mick Schumacher, and he will be having stern words with that man after an unsafe release in front of his McLaren during the pit stop phase. And of course, Mick Schumacher in an incredibly slow car is probably not going to be able to do much about this.
This McLaren, much faster, but can he get through all this traffic? That is the question.
We'll have to see. He's 14th at the moment. Lando Norris, many seconds
He's right up the
now.
back of that Haas. He's going to go for a very audacious move here up the inside.
Mick Schumacher thought about it. He was going to turn in there.
Some people going to the pit lane for some reason, promoting Justin Freshpot to 6th and Mick Schumacher to 8th.
Incredible.
Up the back of Valtteri Bottas now. Based on the cars ahead of him, you could say he's on for a podium here.
And yeah, it is. Look, there's Christian Lundgaard and Giovinazzi, and I don't believe...
and the Alfa Romeo there turns into him.
I don't believe that Giovinazzi's pit, which means that as soon as he comes in or is overtaken, then it's just Christian Lundgaard and Radiant Sloths, because Lando Norris is now 3.5 seconds up the road. Not going to be beaten anytime soon. Another lucky win, it looks like, for Lando Norris, but we won't speak too soon. Justin Freshpot goes past Antonio Giovinazzi into turn 1. Oh, and he's made a massive error!
Hits him. Giovinazzi has hit the McLaren.
A massive lapse in
Disgusting
judgment
there from the Aston Martin.
The keys are
You could see him
Mazepin is
turn
in
right.
the points. Unbelievable scenes. This is the
On board with the McLaren here. He's clearly ahead of the Aston Martin.
I think he's forgotten how long his car is, Nick. He's just turned in. And
The Aston Martin there, clearly hitting him. Disgusting.
Box.
Justin Freshpot.
he's
racing Lewis Hamilton without a
Lewis
front
Hamilton
wing.
again.
He's trying to get to the inside so he can make the pit lane.
It just so happened it was Lewis Hamilton on his
A
inside.
slight corner cut there, but you can understand it with the lack of a front wing. He's now got 5 laps. He's probably going to drop to last and be very far behind.
He'll be battling with Yuki Tsunoda, who for some reason, once again, is last after some terrible Ferrari strategies. And he's just gone through, so yeah, that is going to be last place.
He is very far behind now.
Okay, and this is Justin Freshpot. He's chasing down Lando Norris. Oh no, he's allowed him past. He couldn't be bothered to do the last lap, so he let Lando Norris pass. Radiant Sloths picks up a podium, matching his career best. He changes his car to blue.
His car changes colour magically.
Who's the driver of the day? It's Valtteri
Valtteri
Bottas.
Bottas probably avoided most of the commotion. I think he might have been involved in the pile-up after Robert Schwartzman's kamikaze, but that's enough for driver of the day in this sport.
More than likely, he just overtook everyone under a yellow flag, which is apparently legal for the AI to do in this game, unless you're Pierre Gasly.
Great panoramic shot there of Austria as Lando Norris celebrates another lucky win. He's definitely not dominating this championship.
And the man everyone's talking about, Christian Lundgaard in the Williams, has put it on the podium with Max Verstappen as his teammate. Incredible driving from him, taking
That
advantage.
might be the first podium for Williams since Justin Freshpot. Almost a season ago now.
If anything, I would say that Christian Lundgaard got driver of the day there for putting a Williams on the podium, and he is not that good of a driver.
He didn't make enough overtakes, sorry.
He's going to be completely ignored as the Red Bulls get 1-2 at the Austrian Grand Prix.
They spray Adrian Newey in his eyes. Lando Norris ruins the camera. Radiant Sloths just sprays. The
They're
camera
very
not even
happy.
focusing on the Williams. What a race.
And here are the final results. Of course, it's a Red Bull 1-2, exactly as you'd expect at the Red Bull Ring, and they were followed by the surprise podium of Christian Lundgaard. Then it's Antonio Giovinazzi and Valtteri Bottas with good results of their respective teams. Lewis Hamilton, Esteban Ocon, Lance Stroll, Charles Leclerc and Mick Schumacher, another surprise in the top 10, round out your points finishes for today. Behind them, Justin Freshpot and Charles Leclerc battle away for third place, whilst Guan Yu Zhou is now under threat from Radiant Slothz and Yuki Tsunoda. Now behind them, Robert Schwartzman is now greyed out because it's been confirmed that he has been fired by the McLaren team and he will be replaced by another driver in the next episode. Sergio Perez and Max Verstappen round out the top 10. And over in the Constructors, Red Bull dominate even further ahead of Mercedes now, and it's becoming increasingly unlikely that they will be overtaken. McLaren remain just ahead of Ferrari once again, but they will hope to extend their lead in the coming races. We'll catch you in the next one.